So use this Mo disc right here. I don't even know where the fuck... I have a key that I've used on every door that I could find, and is still not useless? Weird.
There's a secret door.
Alright, let's go in here. And it has that RE2 swish door noise.
Yep.
I love it.
I was about to say, I was like, this is from RE2.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in treatment.
So I
That's no good if it's not a female voice.
Yeah, I don't like it. It had a real alien, like, Gene Mrs. Roddenberry thing going on.
Gene Roddenberry.
Uh-oh.
Stars.
Bitch, you look terrible.
It looks cool, though.
You look like...
I'm gonna jump behind you. I hope you stay there. Oh.
I really like that as the game goes on, she starts to do the dodge shit in the cutscenes.
That was embarrassing. Awesome.
And then, uh-oh.
Oh! Acid!
He hit himself with a shit ton of acid.
You!
And then the fucking fight music plays. That's awesome.
Fight music.
It is fight music, for real.
You're totally right.
So you gotta... Uh-oh.
No, just do it! Oh, it's back camera angle.
Real bad. You gotta lure him into here.
Like, how would you feel if Nemesis, not Nemesis himself, but like a different version came back in the future?
Oh, did I just miss?
And not that shitty guy from fucking
Come on,
RE6.
get in there! Oh, that sucked.
What's the name of the guy in RE6? The one that stalks Jake and Sherry? Stupid asshole? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ustanak.
Oh god, shut up though.
Yeah, you're mad that I remember.
I am mad that you remember.
See, you hit him with that, and then he gets like...
Ta-da! What the fuck?
What's happening?
Oh, okay. Fine.
I'm getting hit by acid.
And a tentacle.
So I don't know if you can tell, but I think his arm just got blown
It
off.
totally did. Fucking sick.
It's awesome!
Doesn't happen in many games.
It's absolutely fucking awesome the way that shit happens. Uh-oh.
I mean, do you like your RE boss fights with a gimmick or not with a gimmick?
I like a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Okay, but not too much.
See, now look at that shit. Look at that.
And this is such a great reason to justify like him getting more and more fucked up.
His head is off. How nuts is that?
How is he seeing this?
Oh, I got a little more.
Oh, nice dodge.
Thank you. And it only lets you aim that shit when it can hit him because it's in like a decent spot. So now, come on, walk forward, buddy. You did not walk forward.
You did not.
Well, fuck it.
Da-da.
So he's all fucked up.
Oh, that one missed though.
So what you can also do is you can knock him down in front of...
Oh, wow.
In front of those things.
Yeah.
And what that lets you do is get him with the acid. So, there we go. Beat him. So, what's awesome about this boss fight is that if you do not use the acid to kill him, his head and arm fly off in that cutscene.
Oh, wow. That's good thinking, actually.
Like, it's fucking cool. Because he just goes and fucking dies.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. You wouldn't know one way or the other.
So now I gotta find
how that works.
Now I gotta find this key card, which is the thing that opens up every single other door in the entire place.
What a useful key!
And it's this super classic, beautiful umbrella key card that I absolutely love.
Yeah, no, it's a very classic item.
Read the card reader, please.
Please it, read it.
Thank you. And then you're out. And at this point.
I hope you guys enjoyed
Nemesis the fuck
Resident
up.
Evil 3 Nemesis.
Like, they go out of their way to fuck this kid up. They dump his trash into the trash pile. For grossing up the trash.
Oh, I hope
and that's in the post-acid meltdown.
Filthy, disgusting water.
And so now
and now it switches to a female voice.
There was a rumble for no reason.
Well, it shook a little bit the screen.
Yeah. So luckily, this is one of those sequences that I love in Resident Evil games. It's one of my favorite parts. It's like, oh, shit's gonna fucking fuck up.
Last escape.
It's not a self-destruct. Because why would the dead factory ever be made so that it would self-destruct?
Well, I thought there would be tons of evidence.
So where do I want to go right here? I want to go...
You want to leave is what you want to do.
Yeah, I don't want to go down. I want to go to the floor. What I also really, really like about this bit is that that's Nemesis down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is with bubbles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool.
That's why you get an alternate camera shot.
So you can see that he's down there festering in his loserness.
Yeah. Wow. You guys.
What do you like more, Mr. X or Nemesis?
Mr. X.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's true.
There's absolutely no comparison between the two.
I mean, I like Nemesis just visually better.
I think from a gameplay perspective, Nemesis is much more interesting.
Oh, really?
Because he can do more stuff.
Yes.
But Mr. X, his like uniqueness, his ability to like he's the first enemy of that type in survival horror that I'm aware of.
Well,
and his simpler design appeals to me a lot. I absolutely adore that his design is much simpler than Nemesis's, and he's
but that's why I feel like he sticks out like a sore thumb sometimes because he doesn't look as gross as every other thing.
Well, and then you're building up.
But he is. You are right in that makes
you're
him
building
unique.
up to the big giant reveal of him being like the big scary monster.
Yeah.
So I got these things. I now it's time to explore the rest of the Dead Factory because there's some items.
Might as well now.
Because now it's time.
Now's the time.
My time is now.
Your time is now. It's been your time for fucking 12 years.
A little bit. All right, nailed that shit. This is one of those optional areas that a lot of people don't even think to go. They go through the main one to the exit. But this little
Going
place
off the beaten path.
important because one, you got some ammunition. That's cool, right?
6, yeah.
12 actually.
There you go, 12.
And that's awesome. But also, there's this thing, which
What? It's like an ammo nation locker.
a little bit. It's closed with a sturdy-looking door, a tiny slot where a plastic card key can fit.
But do you? Oh. Uh-oh.
That's crazy. I don't know how to open this door.
Well, fuck. If only you had some type of grenade launcher.
Are you serious? I don't remember how to fucking open this door? What?
Everyone's looking at your balls on stream.
No, I'm completely wrong. This is the one. Plastic card.
Uh-huh. It's special painting.
I think I know what I did. I think I forgot to do something with that key.
You need to coat it with something?
Yeah, some kind of bullshit. You have to turn it into a super special.
Oh, you need to heat the key.
I have to actually heat the key.
Are you actually, like, being for real serious?
Yeah. Heat the key in my butthole, because it's so spicy.
Yeah, right? No, that's Carlos. Carlos, bend over.
Well, when they rub their buttholes together, as is the
It
traditional
creates
way,
friction.
creates the friction, and the spice transfers over.
The science there is faulty.
It's faulty?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's probably gonna happen? Like, I'm probably gonna play this game again, like, right after we finish the LP, because I'm like, oh yeah, RE3 is really good!
No, I don't you say that, but I don't think you actually will.
No, I won't. I'll play Witcher. But,
There you go.
it's underrated. I should add this into my, like, obsessive rotation.
It's not underrated.
No, it's in the RE community, people, it's very underrated.
Oh.
Whereas, like, Code Veronica, despite people shitting on it, is overrated. Wow, look at all those guys.
I mean, you say that, and, like, I'm not going to say you're wrong, but, like, I usually hear RE3 being like, yeah, it's not as good as RE2, but it's still great, and I kind of feel like Code Veronica is, like, looked down upon a little.
Code Veronica is very looked down upon.
So, what, it's not overrated,
It doesn't have, like, a lot of these gameplay enhancements, which is super
But I
weird.
like the story so much. I like the story more than this game.
Oh, come on.
This is leaving.
Yeah,
And I like Claire more than Jill.
that's the coolest part. Nothing more. Everyone likes Claire more than Jill.
So, there you go.
Everyone likes Claire more than almost
And I
every
like
single...
Steve in the sense that he's the worst.
Check this out.
And Nosferatu
Cable
rules.
in front of the foreground.
Yep.
See? You
Amazing.
didn't have to do that.
And I like Alexia, and I like that's where the Wesker lore really jumped up.
Water
so.
quality check.
I just hate
ultraviolet.
albinoids so much.
Ah, here we go.
And like I saw some people in comments say, yeah, Matt, I totally fucking got screwed in Code Veronica where, yeah, I put the fucking Magnum.
Everyone did, dude. That part sucked.
Jesus.
Before you told that story, one of my knocks against Code Veronica was that the Magnum side quest in that game is the worst in the series.
Yeah, you mentioned, but like up until when I...
Did you guys remember in this game when I just picked the Magnum up off the fucking floor?
Yeah. But like up when I was doing that, when I was playing that game, I thought like, oh man, I fucked up and I had this super unique problem and I don't know what the fuck happened. And then when I actually researched it, I'm like, oh shit, this is super common.
Code Veronica has a problem that you wouldn't think you'd see in a game like this, and that's the game's size hurts it. It's too big.
You're actually kind of right, yeah.
It's way too big. And, like, I guess that's part of the, like, 3D environments, like, they were able to do that and all that shit. But
yeah, and it wasn't
the game is fucking huge. Like, it's bigger than RE2, and RE2 had the decency to split itself among 4 scenarios, right? Where in Code Veronica, they're like, zapping system sucks, it's hard, or whatever, and they clearly put the zapping system into one game in one long go. When it's like, no, it's a lot more tenable when there's 2 A-B scenarios. Like, from a gameplay standpoint.
I mean, I always liked it a lot too, and like, I remember when I played RE2 and I was like, oh, and I finished it on Leon's campaign, oh no, Claire's campaign first, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do it the other way, and that was always like, in the back of your mind, if you didn't have time, you could always come back and do it later, and I'm like, oh, there's gotta be cool things that are different, like I guess, and I didn't really know all the details and stuff.
There's a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
It's not as extensive as you'd think.
I mean, it's not as good as the partner zapping system for RE0, but it's so fun and stupid.
So bad. There's so
Love
many.
It.
That game would have been fine if your teammate could shoot rarely, but use no ammo. Because I don't trust them with my ammo.
You're right to not trust them.
There it is.
What?
Yeah. It only takes up 1 slot in this game.
It's stupid.
In RE2,
it should take up like.
And get this, in RE1 and RE3, it's the same rocket launcher that Jill uses. In RE2, it's a different, weirder rocket launcher that's more Arnold Schwarzenegger future. It's like a Stinger missile.
It's very
and that one takes up 2 slots. So that when they go to the rocket that takes 1 slot, they go to this type.
Yeah, and I just love that she has it, and it's just shoved in her boots or her bra.
I just got it. All right.
When did you learn to do that? I read the instructions.
Let's load it up.
Load it up.
Because it's time to go.
Load it in. Let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin.
What? Do I want these 12 or these? Yeah, I want these 12. And let's load up on health. And so that's 5 heals and a shit ton of ammo.
Yeah.
Alright.
Of powerful weapons, no less.
Oh, you know what I need to do? And this is how you do it. At the end of your Resident Evil game, guys, this is how you do it. You always need a key item to progress. So what you do is you swap your key item for your ink ribbon.
Yeah, makes sense.
And that way you can't actually go into the fight with a fucked up set of gear.
Right.
In which you go, uh-oh, I forgot the rocket launcher.
What game was it where I was like, I'm not even sure it was Resident Evil, it was some survival horror game where I went into the last fight with like the wrong thing because I didn't know the last fight was coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
that's like one of those things, the Resident Evil like formula. It's like, oh yeah, self-destruct activated. It's a little on the nose. Yeah, but it tells you to load up with your boss killing shit. Load up with your boss killing shit right now. Do it. Check this shit out.
It might have actually been internal.
Look at that crazy shit. I can barely turn. That's nuts.
I think it was actually Eternal Darkness where I played it, and like no wait, you can't. You always have the same amount of stuff in that. There's no item box right now. It was something.
So if you went through the jump off thing, you don't meet Nikolai earlier, and he does not die. Instead, what happens is he gets into a fucking. Look
at that room! It's hilarious.
Look at that shit. Instead, he gets into a helicopter and like taunts you as he flies away. No!
Oh!
That would have been bad.
Okay, good. Yeah, time.
You vomited on me.
Oh, just a little bit. You should still be fine.
Yeah.
Woo! Is everyone dead? Yes.
Everyone's dead. And because of they're like, hey man, it's cool. I'm gonna pick up one, just in case those guys hurt you.
Yeah, just so you don't and they did hurt you a little bit, so you get hit one more time.
So instead he taunts you from a fucking helicopter, and you can fight the helicopter if you want. And the easiest way to kill it is to shoot it with 1 rocket.
Yeah.
Jill, where are you?
I'm over here.
If you can hear this transmission, respond immediately.
No.
I don't wanna.
Look at that item on the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's really flagrant.
I got us a ride. The chopper engines are running and ready to go.
Nice.
On my way.
But Nemesis is aiming his rocket launcher.
No, Nemesis is a melted pile of goo.
He still has it though. He still got it.
Like they had to.
What does it do?
That device tracks the distance of the approaching missile.
Oh yeah, it's
Make sure you bring
it's
it
the new
with you.
timer.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
So in Resident Evil 1, you fight the tyrant and he just falls down. You're like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
In Resident Evil 2, you see Mr. X get kicked into a fucking molten steel thing.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, he must be dead. And in fucking RE3, they're like, that's not enough. We need to physically show you the boss being melted into shit.
Dude, I don't think you did it, but the Mr. X and the various boss fights in Dark Side Chronicles are fucking
Warning.
like for light gun
Missile
games, they're fucking crazy.
Excuse me. Yeah,
They're
I
super
beat
elaborate.
those games. I just don't remember.
You beat Dark Side?
Both
or-
of them.
Okay.
All the scenarios.
But they're crazy ass.
They were nuts.
And Umbrella Chronicles has my favorite scenario, which is Wesker fighting Lisa.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
As a non-superhuman.
Yeah.
Which is great. Good thing that the missile and the doubled self-destruct opened up that little thingamajiggy.
Yeah, well, because, you know, if people find themselves in situations, they need to be able to get themselves out.
Oh, look at this. Look at this fucking nice stuff.
Last-ditch item box.
Just in case.
Watch out!
This just teaches me how to use the incinerator.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you want to use the incinerator?
If you can use it if you like. We're not going to force you.
Let's see. I need to switch back to this because there's
Because
dudes. Is he alive?
he is not.
But these
They
guys.
look like they might be.
Do I have any room for items? Yeah, I have room for one item here. I love how it's just a regular ass timer, but they hide it with the like distance display.
Right.
Oh, I don't have any more health items. I'm all hopped up on goofballs.
You're fine.
Well, that's great. I'm good to go then.
Take
There's
the
no
knife.
there's no save point here because you could totally cause yourself to fucking get fucked.
I'd imagine so.
You could be fucked here. Okay,
Just him, I guess.
I hit you, and you're not dead. I know that. Oh, you're alive. Come on. Oh, they're all dead, I guess.
I guess so.
Fuck me! Fuck!
You said you knew
It's
he was
so
dead,
consistently inconsistent.
right? You'll never get used to this consistency.
Never. So at this point in the game is when the plot just starts to completely fall apart.
Much like the city itself.
Because you see this thing, and you're like, oh, it's a little picture. What's the picture? It's a picture of this sick-ass railgun
Yeah,
that they built in order to take out G-Virus monsters because they figured, like, that's impossible. There's
That's a
Mr.
possibility
X. So
right
here
there.
they decided to say, okay, remember only one Mr. X dropped to chase Leon and
Only
Claire?
one.
Well, actually,
There were two.
there were 6 or
Shut
8.
up.
And they all came to the Dead Factory.
Why?
To like clean that shit up
Okay.
and fight the United States Special Forces.
Uh-huh.
And that's why there's a bunch of dead Mr. X's in this room alongside dead Special Forces guys.
That's weird.
Including
That's
this
fucking
guy.
the proto-tyrant.
No, that's Mr. X with his coat off.
Oh god, you're right.
Can't push it in.
You gotta push it out.
Gotta push it out. Look at all this fucked up crazy shit.
Yeah, this area. Holy shit.
Look at this railgun. That's nuts.
Checking system.
I thought railguns were handheld, like Shadow Warrior.
Nope.
You just use them or Serious
Like,
Sam.
turn that shit on.
Checking battery.
Check that battery, son.
I used to not believe in
There is
railguns.
not enough power to.
I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 1 and thinking that railguns were like fantasy, and then found out that no, they're super real.
Well, I remember in Eraser he uses 2 railguns.
Yeah, that's fantasy.
Well, I don't know. It's my fantasy.
Can't. Gotta do it in order. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you're crazy. You think you're not doing it in order.
So 1, 2,
Crazy
3 in
guy
that
over
order.
here.
Okay. Good.
Fly off the handle, Mr. Crazyman.
Hey, don't make fun of my flying off the handle.
There's the handle.
All right, I got one.
You got one.
Got this railgun. It's apparently for some nonsense reason the door is hooked up to the railgun firing.
Oh, well, yeah.
And like, oh,
Now he's just a big gooman.
so this is where you see that the Nemesis parasite part is like losing it. Because the
Right.
Nemesis part is the part that makes the Mr. X smart.
Because it's so pissed.
but it also has like G-Virus-esque abilities.
Yes. Now it's just a big old goober.
Makes it super gross. I'm gonna hit you. Oh, you didn't like that, huh? Oh no.
Well, you
Time to
can't see
run
what
away
you're
like a
doing,
coward.
so-
Excuse me.
Excuse me for a second while I run off.
Time to be a huge
Run
coward.
my ass off. Better.
There we go. That's 2. That's 2. Alright.
Is he around there? Where is he?
Of course he's around there. Oh, he's climbing up on the ship just like Birkin.
Birkin.
Just like Birkin in RE2. Remember that shit?
Remember Birkin?
Oh no! Rail cannon's activated.
It's not a real gun, it's a real cannon.
Yeah, prepare to fire, motherfucker.
We didn't ask for your life story, computer.
Do it.
Shoot already.
Yeah, just shoot it. Come on.
Oh, you gotta wait.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
2, and I got one
Oh,
more.
they're throwing lots of goo.
I love that they added those little, wow.
You're still fine.
I like that they added all those little bubbles on his back that can now explode.
Pustules.
Oh, come on. Let me out of here.
No.
Uh-oh.
He's too big.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
This is legitimate fear.
Yeah. Fine.
Gotta get out.
He's so big. Tentacles all over.
Fuck you up.
The Magnum. Oh!
So it fires, but it misses.
Well, of course.
And because it's very difficult to get him in the way of that.
Thus releasing all the tension in the scene.
And now, it's going back for another round.
Because
Which,
he
I
wants
don't
to.
know if you noticed, but he has started to move towards the railgun.
Well, because he wants to. Well, it's kind of like in a Final Fight game where a boss usually gets thrown through the fucking a window.
He's trying now, like, he's actively trying to run away from me right now.
Because he hates you.
And then he climbs directly into the path
And he's so jealous of your boots.
because he's a huge loser.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Now, I have to be careful to not, like, stand in front of that railgun shit.
Yeah, I'd like to think that's a legitimate fear.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Oh! Get fucked, boy!
Nemesis gets fucked harder than, like, most of the Resident Evil
I actually
bosses.
feel kind of bad. He's just doing what he's supposed to
He
do.
gets proper fucked.
He gets proper fucked.
Proper fucked.
Enter cooldown.
You ruined his ass, like, 3 times!
Oh, my ass. I'm never gonna recover from the ass damage.
Never gonna recover from the spiciness. And then he dies on top of Mr. X. Which
Oh,
I think
that's
is really
cute. I like that.
Alright, time to get out of here.
Together forever.
Alright, let's do it. Uh-oh!
Oh.
What's gonna happen? I can still get some good hits in, though. So he's gonna die in the explosion anyway.
Ignore it!
No way!
Ignore
No way!
it. Ignore that shit.
Dodge that shit.
What the fuck? What was that Speedy Gonzalez shit?
Hey, look, an extra magnum.
That's stupid.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Yeah!
You give stars by like knocking someone out or silly.
Like
or
point to the
something.
sky as you do that.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
and then kick him into the moon.
It's like that choice means nothing and is purely for
It's
revenge.
purely for revenge. Yeah, you're totally right.
Purely.
There should have just been a prompt that says "Get revenge"
Yeah.
for all the shit he put you
For,
through.
for Brad, total badass Vickers.
Yeah, he's the real hero.
He's the realest hero.
I'm disappointed since it's such a spin-off of the extra scenarios that like one of the light gun games didn't have like a Brad scenario.
Yeah.
Where you look at danger and drive away.
Or you're a huge coward the
Yeah.
whole time.
Over here, this JPEG is moving slightly.
Kind of. It's pre-rendered.
You know it's good.
That's how you know it's good. And it's the fucking victory music. It's like, oh, it's the sickest.
Da-na.
So this is why this is the most non-canon thing, because it's like Carlos finds a helicopter that's there because
Oh, no.
that's the helicopter that Nikolai would have taken.
Right.
But if he takes the helicopter and you blow it up, it's like, how will we ever get out of here? And then Barry Burton shows up and saves you, and that's totally what happened.
Yeah, in the books it also has a dumb extra.
Blow that shit up.
Oh, great that looks. Sarah Connor's like, no.
Blow up the RPD too. It's all fucked up. It's
look at that Jeep get its just
So
desserts.
Claire and Leon have been gone for like a full day at this point.
Yeah. You think they would have killed more zombies than that?
And Claire's like, hey Leon, you want to have some stuff? And he's like, Ada.
After school specials.
Ada.
Some extra scenarios.
And then Claire's like, she's so alive, idiot. She threw me the rocket launcher.
Look at that.
Look at that crazy shit.
We beat that city.
That city lost.
We lost to us.
Rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilian.
It makes sense that like they added this game in as like an end point for the Raccoon City stuff, because at the end of RE2 the state you leave and it's like Raccoon City in is baffling. Like because like the nuke doesn't happen in RE2 obviously because the timeline's wrong. But it's like, what the fuck are you supposed to do with that hellhole now? Seal it off?
This
like,
is it.
The dogs alone can go forever in any direction.
Whenever they want.
Yeah. And all they have to do is bite a single person.
Yep, and then you have to do the whole thing over again.
Yeah. It's like, nah, you kind of gotta...
Plus, don't forget, you probably didn't kill every single leech in the forest, so there's probably some leeches hanging around,
probably
too.
a little leech town.
Little Leechville.
Like, if they were smart, they would nuke it like 5 times in a row.
Just keep nuking it. And don't stop.
This ending sequence feels like cartoonishly amateurish.
It does. You're totally right.
Like the way that the poorly cut out graphics are sitting on top of a CG black and white render is super weird.
Oh, angel.
No, that's a totally different thing.
Is it though,
Yeah,
or is it very similar?
Also, like, man, remember how RE2 had 2 different ending themes?
Yeah.
One was like this nice, sad,
Cool,
like, yeah,
different
you did it.
pictures.
And then the second one turned into this giant fucking rock ballad. It was so sick.
But to be fair, it's like we were always talking about, like, hey, this game's pretty good, but considering they fucking put it out in like
They
8 months,
blasted this shit out.
like it's shocking how solid it is.
Like, this game's a pretty good game, but I still think the absolute best thing that ever came out of this game was its reveal in Official PlayStation Magazine, which was just this giant piece of art all the way from the top to the bottom of the magazine. It was just Official PlayStation Magazine. It was Nemesis on a background, on a totally blank background.
Oh yeah?
Like his full like profile art. And it was just Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and you look at that in the fucking story, you're like, oh shit!
Right.
Damn!
I imagine. I think Joe Madureira, creator of Darksiders, did a PlayStation Magazine cover of I think it's like Jill with Nemesis in the background, because he did all those PSN covers back in the
No,
day.
did you mean like an unofficial PlayStation Mag? Because they usually got comic guys.
Yeah, it was unofficial.
Official PlayStation Mag, because they were official, had all sorts of fucking like renders and official
That's
arts.
why, since it was unofficial, they always have to have someone do the illustration.
Yeah, that's why.
Makes sense.
Their inkers were really like 90s.
Presented by Capcom. We'll never fuck up Resident Evil. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
It'll be perfect forever.
We'll keep it safe. Oh no.
I feel terrible now.
Yeah.
That picture's terrible. Why would she change to a frilly, like, summer dress?
Because she's a lady. She can do what she wants, man. She's like, hey, I gotta let my hair down.
But
After that
she
shit.
didn't.
Gotta let my hair down, go on my fucking spicy butthole vacation.
Look at the fucking
She's
gigantic
got short
nose
hair.
on Carlos.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
You can play the extra game.
the extra game.
I was talking to Liam about this. You know how he's all crazy about Mercenaries?
Yeah, where
Well,
he'll say Resident Evil 6 is amazing because Mercenaries is so good.
and basically, like we talked about, I was like, well, Fourth Survivor in RE2 is basically like the first Mercenaries game. He's like, yeah, we talked about it, and we both came to the conclusion that the RE3 version of Mercenaries is by far the worst. By far. Now, this is the craziest part about this game. In order to get around the zapping system not existing, and zapping would have 8 playthroughs to get all the good stuff, remember?
Look at that cool costume.
They
Yeah, I
instead
do.
decided to have 8 epilogues that you would unlock after beating the game, none of which, except for I think Leon's and Sherry's, are accurate. Like, they were all changed. The only one that's important is Leon's, because it's like him being interviewed by the Secret Service, and he's gonna work for them. But it was shady, so it could have been for Umbrella.
Right. This fucking story beat is really lame sounding.
It's really dumb, especially since...
I found an empty hideout of Chris's. On the floor was his knife. I hope it's not Chris's knife.
So the bafflingly stupid thing about this is not only is this never tied up, it doesn't even make any sense. This was meant to catch onto the fact that, okay, Claire doesn't know where her brother is.
No, she doesn't.
So instead, we do this, because Chris isn't in this game, we're going to make it so that Chris is missing. And then the very first thing that happens in fucking Code Veronica is Claire says, I'm going to send a message to Leon and he'll contact my brother.
Yeah.
Because that whole group of people has just been running underground on anti-umbrella ops the whole time.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
And Steve's like, that's stupid. Never count on your brothers.
Yeah. So I did it. I beat RE3.
Yeah, you did it.
Pretty good.
You did
You know what was
pretty
really
good.
great about that? The credits were super short. Wasn't that
Yeah,
nice?
yeah. What was I playing recently with the credits went forever on or something? But yeah.
So
no,
the only
that's
thing
amazing.
else I really have left to say is that the costume stuff in this game is by far the most extensive of all the classic
I'd
Resident
imagine.
Evils. You can play as Regina. You can play as you can play as your old outfit from RE1. You know all sorts of fucking characters. It's really good.
Yeah.
All right, we did it. Woo! Woo! Come on. Hopefully, the next Resident Evil playthrough we do will be like
Umbrella Chronicles
Remake 2. Remake. I'll play the shit out of that game.
No, we already played so much of it already.
Of Remake 2?
Oh no, I thought remake.
Damn
1.
it, man!
You mean 0?
No, fuck no.
That's the next remake, so it's remake 2.
I don't want to play. I don't want to play 0.
Everyone bug Pat to play 0. He loves it. He'll do it.
I feel like the people who would normally want to see that the most are the ones who are the most knowledgeable about why they don't want to see that.
Right? It's amazing.
It's a total catch-22.
Yeah.
The people who know RE0 the best know that they don't want to watch it.
But they know deep in their hearts that they do.
It's like, I want to watch a horrible playthrough for a month. That's great. All right, see you around, guys.
Hey, bye.